This video today, it's all about seizing the moment, all right? Seizing that opportunity, that lightning in a bottle, capturing it, harnessing it, and creating something with it, okay? Don't let opportunities, you feel me, or signs and shit like that just come by and y'all just letting shit just keep going. And when I say seizing the moment, I mean like opportunities. I know Eminem said like, opportunities come once in a lifetime, but that shit is like, true, but it's not though. You can create opportunities, but some opportunities are so rare and so valuable that they really don't come often. So you gotta seize the motherfuckers as soon as you get them. For example, being young is an opportunity that does only come once in a lifetime. You don't get to be young forever. You eventually get old. So all the things that you could do while you're young, like preserving your health and being a lot more risky and trying different things, going into different places, traveling, shit like that, that's some shit that you can only really do for a certain amount of time. But you can't really take so much risk as you get older. You can, but it's gonna leave you in a more fucked up position. We don't want hard lives, bro. We just want to be able to chill, relax, and you feel me, work hard, but you don't want a hard life, gang, because that's when you're like stressed out, you getting cancer, you fucking dying hella fast. It's all this type of shit that you gotta deal with if you have a hard life. You don't want that, bro. Nobody wants to constantly deal with the consequences of their actions. That creates a hard life, I should say. To achieve in life, it's gonna be hard, but you don't want to deal with the negative repercussions of making positive or negative choices and that creating the life that you live. If you really want to seize the moment, when you feel quote unquote inspired, when you get that little tick in your brain, it's like ding, you get that for a reason. Everything happens in your life for a reason. And if you're one of them people that don't believe that, then this video might not be for you, okay? But I genuinely believe everything that occurs and happens in your life does happen for a reason. If it doesn't, then it happened anyways. So you kind of just, it's already like, bitch, it might as well have happened for a reason, because bitch, it happened. So what the fuck you would hope it happened for a fucking reason? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Exactly, nigga. Exactly. So boom, if you just go by everything happens for a reason, it's a lot easier to not only put yourself in that mindset where you're not a fucking victim all the time, but you also can navigate tough certain situations more. For example, if you're an emotional person, that means a lot of the times when you have something bad that happens in your brain, you like to take that first impulsive thought and you like to manifest that into the actual ether of reality. Instead of sitting on that first thought, processing it, digesting it, and then being like, all right, bet, I'm gonna sit with these emotions, I'm gonna think about it, I'm gonna use logic, stay quiet, act based on that. A lot of the times with emotional people, it's an impulsive thing. As a kid, I used to be very impulsive, but like I used to get in trouble all the time as a kid, like constantly getting ass whoopings, always in the principal's office, just bad as shit. And I wasn't really bad, I was just very impulsive. I just didn't have that thing in my brain that was like, okay, you want to do this, think about it, relax, calm down, then do this. But like I said, we're going to be logical thinkers, okay? I want people following my channel, watching my channel that think logically. Of course, there's going to be some dumbass retards just thinking off like, oh, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do. But no, that's what we're not doing, bruh. I'm only 22. My brain's still developing, I guess, until you're 25, apparently. And I could tell from when I was younger and more naive to now, it's like, all right, I can see how the development came over time. Even like with this making videos, my delivery and my speech is not where I want it to be. Like the way I want to process thoughts and orate them is not perfect. It's only going to get better with me sitting in front of the camera, doing this more and focusing on each thought that I have and properly saying it without sounding like I'm just a motor mouth dumbass. Like I said, you want to seize opportunities. You want to act on your inspiration. And you don't want to let motivation drive you, because motivation is not fucking real, gang. I don't know how many times people have to tell you this. Waking up and feeling like, oh, I'm so motivated today. That's not real. It's all about discipline and action. Consistency, discipline, and action, and logic. If you see that you're doing something every single day and you're not really progressing doing that, just because you're doing it every day, yes, you could be doing something every day and you might be seeing some progress. But if you really, really, really want to achieve in life, you have to do things every day. Assess what you're doing. Look at what you're doing and be like, all right, is this working? Is this fucking working? Am I actually genuinely moving towards the goal that I have for myself by doing this specific thing? If you are not, then you have to say, fuck all that motivation bullshit. Think about it like, all right, how can I improve this to the point where the fact that I'm doing it is actually progressing me, instead of being like, damn, I just want to do some shit and I know if I do it every day, is going to make me better. Because one, if you are doing good at that, you're eventually going to plateau. So you have to assess and grow and build on that. Two, if you're doing something every day, but you're not doing it correctly or you're not optimizing it, then your fucking point is pointless at that point. It's not pointless, but there's way smarter ways to go about what you're doing. You could be more logical, you could be more streamlined, and you could really achieve, bro. That's all I'm trying to say. And two, if you have thoughts and actions, this ties in with motivation. Express them. Don't keep some of your best, most you know what I'm saying? The best ideas that you have, don't just keep them in your brain. Bro, there's a lot of people that think they're so smart until they sit down and then try to place their thoughts into this, reality that we live in. And then you realize, oh shit, I'm not as smart as I thought because I don't even know how to communicate my super smart thought process. And you may be a very smart individual, don't get me wrong. But if you cannot communicate your special thought process to everyone that is in the world, it doesn't fucking matter. Am I right or am I right? It's right, exactly. So bro, you gotta learn how to properly express. This video is short. It's not very good, but it's what I'm thinking right now. And I'm gonna build on these thoughts. Seizing an opportunity. That's what we're about this year. We're seizing all opportunities we are given. We're seizing all the time we are given. And we're not taking advantage of, oh my God, this is like happening right now. Like, I'm just gonna keep coasting through this. No, you're gonna grab life by the fucking neck. Bring life right into your, like, yo, this is life. Like, this is life's shirt collar right here. Life. This is what the fuck is about to happen, life. This is what I'm doing, life. And if you don't fuck with that life, then nigga, I'm gonna have to just run through your shit, gang. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, bro. It's like that, bro. And it's like, I don't know. Keep tapping in with the videos, bro. I just had to get these thoughts out, but I had to get them out. And I'm gonna post this, and whoever it resonates, it resonates. If it don't resonate, then bitch, you probably a bot, bro. You're probably an NPC. You probably don't really exist. You might not even have a real soul, gang. You might be a soulless being.